Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Real Real Estate Investing. My name is Joy. If you want to learn real estate investing techniques, see fix and flips, and find out what it's really like to be a real estate investor, then you're in the right place. I'll be posting every week with a new interview, tip, or day in the life video, and I hope you'll join me. See you soon. Bye. Hey you guys, it's Joy and welcome to my channel. So I know I've definitely been away for more than a week, but today's topic is going to make up for that. So we're going to talk about how to fund deals using business credit. So I'm going to help y'all pad your pockets a little bit. So most people know that when you go to fund a real estate deal that you could obviously go to a bank and ask for a traditional loan. They're going to run your credit. They're going to, ask you for your social security number and all kinds of documents, things of that nature. But there is another option that you can use, which actually does not rely on your personal credit. And in some situations will get you more money than you could qualify on with your personal credit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just lay out step by step how to get your business set up, how to get your trade line set up, and then how to go about applying for financing using the business credit rather than using your own personal social security and credit. What I also want to do is to let you guys just kind of see how my process is going. I am currently in the process of trying to build business credit myself so that I can actually go out and get some financing for a flip that I want to do in the future. So that I think I'm going to do in a 2, maybe 3-part series, and you guys will get to see how it turns out. So the first thing that you want to do is to set up your LLC. I personally did mine on the New York State government website. You can, if you prefer, you can work with a lawyer, you can work with an accountant, whatever makes you feel comfortable. But like I said, I did mine on the New York State website. It was easy, and it took me literally maybe like 15, 20 minutes at most. So that's the number one thing that you want to do, because you have to have a business structure established in order to get business credit. So set up your LLC. Along with that, some other administrative things that you want to do are to make sure that you have a tax ID number, because obviously, Uncle Sam's going to want his money. You're going to have to file taxes, and you will need your tax ID number to do the next thing, which is to establish a bank account for yourself. You want to establish a business bank account, and obviously we're trying to do this so that it's not under our social security number. So you're going to take your filing receipt, possibly your articles of incorporation and your tax ID number, and then you'll be able to go to the bank and get your business bank account set up. Along with that, you also want to make sure that you have So the second thing that you're going to want to do is to establish an account with Dun Bradstreet. And what Dun Bradstreet does is basically they will let businesses know, financial businesses will look there to see how credible you are as a business. So you'll go to, I believe it's dnb.com, and you'll enter in your information about your LLC. They may ask you for copies of the articles of incorporation, or they may ask for a filing receipt. It's pretty self-explanatory. It'll walk you through it when you get there, and then they will assign you your Dun Bradstreet number. And this is something that you will use when you go to apply for your trade accounts. Which brings me to the next step. Building up your credit as a new business, it will take a little bit of time, but one way to kind of speed that up is to start setting up trade accounts. especially those that will offer you a net 30, which means that you can order the supplies, and they can be office supplies, they can be whatever. I actually ordered this shirt from one of my trade accounts. It doesn't matter what you order. The sole purpose of setting up these accounts at this point, if you're new, is to build the credit. So you want to set up net 30 accounts with your trade partners. And you want to make sure that, as soon as you receive the merchandise, which usually it could be anywhere from, I think I got my first order the very next day, but 1 to 10 days before that 30-day period is up, you want to make your payment. And then what will happen with that is they will report to Dun Bradstreet, possibly some of the other credit unions, no, not credit unions, credit reporting agencies. And this is how you start building the credit. So one thing that's really, really important is to make sure before you sign up and start investing all this time and money and purchasing and waiting for scores, make sure that they are actually reporting to Dun & Bradstreet, so that you can get the credit for everything that you've bought and paid for on time. So I kind of just ran steps 3 and 4 in there together, but after you set up the trade accounts, you want to make sure that you pay on time. Yeah, definitely. Like that's the whole point of all of this, is so that you can establish your business as a company that is going to be worthy of these loans that you're going to request later for your real estate investing. Step number 5 is just to check your scores. You'll be able to log into Dun & Bradstreet, and they will actually show you if you've had any inquiries, if you pay for the premium membership, which I have not done with them just yet, but if you pay for the membership with them, you can actually see who checked your credit score. At the beginning, honestly, that's not so important as checking in on your Paydex score, which is basically like the Paydex score for a business is equivalent to your personal credit score. Ideal for this situation and what banks are going to be looking for approval for loans is going to be at least an 85. So just check in. You don't have to obsess about it. Check in maybe a couple times a month to see where you're at. Step number 6 is go and get your funding. And not to make it seem like it's something that is going to happen overnight, but I do know that some people have actually been able to establish their credit and go and apply for funding in as little as 6 months. And for other people, it will take up to a year. So the main thing is just to be very consistent with your purchases with your trade partners, and always make sure that you're paying them on time, which is for a net 30 before the 30-day period closes, because that's what's going to get you the good credit. And then when you have the good credit, you'll be able to go and get the loans. Step number 7 is purchase your real estate. And that is pretty much it, you guys. I'm going to put the links that I mentioned in the description section. As always, if you have any questions, any comments, go ahead and put them in the comment section below. And I will see you guys again next week.